Hello, and we are back. It is a beautiful Friday, and we are working on Time After Time. This is part three. This is the third one. I'm gonna try to keep to an hour. That way, I'm not making it so long that it's undigestible. And I did get a new toy here. I have a sustain pedal, which I was just plugging in and playing with, so I could do. Let's see, no hands. So this is something I've needed a long time, but you see, I do so much programming. It's not something I had purchased yet, but it is kind of neat because I was playing with the violins. And I can do stuff like this. Kind of neat. It's just, obviously it's just sustaining it forever until I drop the pedal, but I thought that was kind of cool. It's been fun to play with. And let's just get right into this guy. I'll bring up my mixer here. And we'll just take it from the top. And we'll see how we like it. Also, another note. Just for noise, I'm going to try to open any cans under the desk. So we'll see how loud that was in the post. I could go and mess with the audio. Obviously, I have the ability, but that would be a pain in the butt. So let's give this a shot. I might need to play with the dynamic on the violin now that I mess with it, but we'll see what we're working with. Oh, and also... I'm already thinking of adjusting that clarinet part early that jumps in for the verse. And then our missing bridge. I was wondering if I could take it down here. That's weird. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm liking that texture a little better. Let's isolate it and just hear how it sounds. Alright, as expected. I don't know, maybe that monotony will do well there. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I think that sounds a little more natural. Dun dun dun. What about that? It resolves on the tonic, I believe. Let's see. Maybe like that. Yeah, I think I like that a little better. Let's see. I'm almost. I do like the D. Let's just bring it down. See if that resonates a little better. I think it just doesn't stick out as much, which is kind of what I'm looking for there. And I do have an idea for the bridge I was thinking of. I'll probably pull out the guitar and we'll just play a little bit and see if I can find some chords that fit right. Let me just think. Okay, that clarinet part at the very beginning of the bridge. All right. Just trying to give it a little more emotion, a little more going on. Let's see. Let me jump back in there. Okay. I'm gonna leave it on that lower note. Let's say I'm gonna make it a sandwich, so it will end. Oh, my bad. I was stomping on the other clarinet. Let's listen. Well, maybe I'll parrot it. Okay, I think I'm liking that. That way it starts off with that and it ends with that, but it kind of trades throughout. And it gives the clarinets the ability to do that top part. Move on to the bridge. And the bridge, I was thinking I really haven't touched the B dominant. So. Let me. So if I did do that. Even if I went like. I think I'm just throwing a whole new key in there. So. So, that B is not working like I thought. So I was thinking that B would be a good note there. I'm just trying to figure out where's my key? Where am I missing it? So I'm getting a straight B minor from that one. let me try to jump back, go into it, and see how it goes. One, two, three, four. Alright, let's take it a little further back. That way I get both reps in. So that works as like an aside, but it's not long enough to really have the ability to cross that. And I know I was thinking a lot of percussion, so maybe I'll dig more into that. I'm just not sure what it would really be coming out to. Okay, let's start playing around. Let's dig into one of these. I had to give the sustain pedal a try just to see if there's anything that would happen. Okay, so let's start with this. Wondering. Okay, so let's think of that again. If I was a little better player, I might be able to keep up. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know about that last note. So, bum, 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 bum. So, bum, 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 bum. Maybe it is a note. So. I'm not loving the second half, so I'm liking the. I'm liking that. Okay. 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 Let's run with that. Should I program it like the rest, or should I try to play free ball? And this is just a starter. I don't know exactly how I'm going to build, or if I'm going to keep this simple, but I just want to get some chords across. And also, because that bridge is so empty, let me just throw that on there. Actually, we're taking that note. Everyone can see how off I am. I am not a piano player. Starting off rough. Camera's working. And so since these are all like microscopically off, here's my trick to moving notes. So if I want to move this, I want to put it back in there. That way it stays in its original crazy position here, which it might not need to be like that far off, but so like since both of these are a little out, we'll slide them a little closer to home plate. Maybe I don't love that. Put it back. that sound better? I might like that better. But then that would make more sense with the... We might end up doing that. Well, let's see if I can get my same results. If I program it, see if it sounds just like it's not gonna fit. Okay. Well, I didn't even do that right. See how it flows. You know what? No, I like that one part. I like that one part. I think we're gonna adopt that. So we're gonna go all but the last two bars. Right? No, I fucked that up. Maybe it's a bar of rest before the outro. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Not in the right time to hit it. Interesting. This has to be ironed out. Did I hate that? Is it taken away from the ending? And then as far as this little Tinkerbell goes, I don't think that's needed. can go. Let's extend it out, and we'll just. Fair enough. Alright, we got some range. Okay. Okay. I don't think the timpani is going to come in there, but I do think that is a neat part to throw down over this. That was embarrassing. That was a little too much, too fast. This might be a better job of programming if I'm going to mess that up. That's a G. And we'll just drop in a G real quick. Fair enough. Beautiful. Not the move we were going for, but it is a move. If we're going all bells out, maybe we'll try the two bells. Don't have a B up there. Well, I only got one B to work with, so. Don't. I think I'm missing the boat on that one. If something's not working right. Let's think here. So I'm working with a B, and I'm trying to make like a droning kind of effect. So maybe like dum dum dum. Dun, 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 dun. Some of these two bells are wild. Dun, dun. I don't even remember what I was playing exactly. Not love the two bells yet. Okay, I can see something like that. So let's say we're doing. Which we know what that one is. Okay, I see why that works. But now comes the trouble. This is me figuring out what I'm gonna do. think it's a. Well, let's think about this then. So. We got A, and we got like E flat, an A and an E flat. Let's go. I'm trying to see which one's to pick. I was hoping that would work, but I had a feeling it wouldn't. 256 days. I'm not changing my mind now. Would that actually be truly in? Okay. I kind of like how that was going. We're in some weird territory on this bridge. I'm going from a very normal song to something a little weird. Okay, obviously that did not line up well. Sounded like someone was home. I think it's something like that, but it's not moving the chords in the same relation. Something like that, maybe. Maybe I need to find more descending notes going. I could do something simple as that. I don't know why I did that. Still not super in love with that. Dang. I'm not quite in love with what I'm doing with the bridge. I do kind of like the timbre. I think this one is not jiving very well with me. see if I can do this without messing it up too bad. Ah. 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 Wow. Maybe not. Maybe that was the wrong call. Hmm. I think from just these. Nah, that doesn't look right. Let me see. Even I can't quantize it right. What am I blaming the robot for? Okay, let's try that. Mm-mm. If I'm looking at an F sharp. Something doesn't feel even about the way that's spaced out. think we're gonna need to work on impact. Let's take a look at the time. Okay, so we're coming up on we're coming up on our hour here. So we're getting into the more the nitty gritty. I really didn't finish as much as I'd like. I might do like a bonus episode tonight. We'll see. I feel like there's more to be done with this. But this is an interesting turn. All right. I like where this is going. I think it's going to be a little bit about tying this in, and having that build up really smack for that last part, and just seeing what I can do to kind of accent that. Obviously, I think this is going to take over like that French horn part for the last chorus. I think that would be a cool move. It's that French horn. Let's just move this down here. Let's grab these. I think I'm doing 3. I think I am doing it off. I might even be able to go higher than that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and glue these so we can see what the velocity is across the whole thing, and that was pretty close. Still on 16 triplets, so we're 4, then 2. Yeah, I don't know why I'm having such trouble. I'm just kind of doing this to visualize so I could see that my timing spacing is not the issue. It might just need to be wiggled till it all just feels like it's really in the groove. But I'm going to conclude it here. We're going to call it, just because I don't want to go too crazy far past 1 hour videos. And like I said, maybe I'll do a second one in the same day, and I'll just do it as a second episode instead of doing like one long one. We'll see. We'll see how we play here. But I appreciate tuning in. Until next time. Likely tomorrow. So, peace.